Hello, and welcome back to Skate Journey. I'm Mike, and this is going to be episode 5 of my tutorial series, so you want to start skateboarding. Today we're going to be learning the backside 180. Now before we begin, I just want to throw it out there that it's not my favorite trick. In fact, I really don't like this trick at all. Which is weird, because as someone that can do pretty advanced tricks, the back 180 for some reason just doesn't click right with me. I learned a couple of tips from local skaters, as I'll explain later in this video. But for now, without further ado, let's get to it. Practicing the movement. So for the backside 180, you're going to do pretty much the same thing as the frontside 180, except you're going to spin in the opposite direction. You're going to start by pre-winding your spine. Apologies for the recycled joke, but I wanted to show off my automaton. The thing is so weird. But yeah, it's basically just the opposite of a frontside 180. You're just gonna crouch down, pre-wind your spine, jump, and turn. Check it out. Yep, that's pretty much how it's done. Foot positioning. So the foot position for the backside 180 is a little bit more particular than the front side or the straight ollie. You're going to have your back foot hanging toe side a little bit more than usual so you can get scoop. And your front foot is going to be higher than a normal ollie, and you want it to be pointing somewhat diagonal. This will help get the full rotation around and keep your foot on the board. The pop. So the pop for the backside 180 is again the same as the frontside 180, but in the opposite direction. You're going to crouch down, twist that spine, pop and turn. Spine, pop and turn. Spine, pop and turn. Here's what it looks like from a different angle. All these flat ground tricks should be one fluid motion. Pop and turn. Crouch, pop and turn. Throwing the trick. Again, the backside 180 is another trick that requires a 180-degree spin in the air, and I think it's just awkward to throw the trick. I'd skip that step. Committing and landing the backside 180. Now, as I stated in the beginning of the video, this is not my best trick, so I apologize for the poor example. But you're going to crouch down, pop and twist your spine. That pop was so low. But I'm on my own skate journey, as are you. Here's what the back one looks like from my perspective. Feet in position, pre-wind spine, crouch, pop, and turn the board 180 degrees backside. It's not simple, for me at least. Backside 180 while moving. Now, much like the frontside 180, this is another example of a trick that's a lot easier to do while moving. Considering that I can barely do this moving, doing it stationary was such a challenge for me. Mobile, it isn't as bad. I actually personally think it's even easier to do off of objects or off of ramps. Flat ground is tough for me. Here's what it looks like from different angles. I gotta work on that pop. That one was terrible. That one had potential to be good. And as always, once you feel comfortable with the trick, don't forget to try to do it over a small object. Rough. I can't stress the emphasis on when you're comfortable to do so. I'm uncomfortable doing them up objects, but I can do them down objects no problem. Common mistakes. The first common mistake is the same as the frontside 180. It's currently what I struggle with as well, not getting enough pop for the trick. I don't want to sound hypocritical, but obviously I need to focus more on the pop for the trick. I usually tend to get the spin all the way around, but the pop just doesn't work for me for some reason. I gotta work on it. The next potential issue with backside 180s is the same as the frontside 180, not turning enough. I think this is a little bit less common than the frontside 180, only because with frontside 180s, there's kind of two types. You can either do it full in the air or land 45 to 90 degrees off and pivot. Whereas backside 180, I see more often completely done in the air, and this actually eliminates the issue. The third issue is one that I had for a long time, and that's the feet randomly flying off of the board when you're trying to pop. Typically it was my front foot, but a local at the skate park I go to actually showed me the trick. The trick is to put your front foot higher up than you would think to do. I think the curvature of the nose prevents your front foot from flying off as much. Since I did this, I haven't had this problem anymore. So remember what I said in my very first video, never be afraid to ask for help. Even with simple beginner tricks such as this one. I did it just the other day and I don't regret my decisions. My back 180s have improved significantly since then. And that's this week's video, guys, the backside 180. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. And I upload every Saturday. See you then.